Good morning, all of you. Myself, Rudraswamy, science teacher from Sant Tukaram National Model School. So, in this today's session, we are going to discuss one new chapter, that is rain, thunder, and lightning. In that, we are going to discuss about the interconversion of states of water that we are going to discuss. So, let's start. We know that there are different states of water are there. Particularly, any matter is divided into three states, that is solid, liquid, and gas. And particularly, that water is also classified into three states. So we are going to discuss interconversion of states of water. There are three states of water are there. That is ice, water which is in liquid form, ice is in solid form, and water vapors that are in gaseous form. That these are discussed below. See that each state of that water is interconverted by some methods are there that we are going to discuss. First method is melting. The process in which solid changes into gas is called as melting. The process in which solid changes into gas is called as melting process. Okay. Melting is the substance, melting of a substance takes place when it's absorbed heat. When we are passing a heat to any kind of substance, it will starts to melt. Means it will starts to change its form. That is, it will start its change of state from solid. It will convert into liquid. You can see here. I will show. See, from solid, that is the ice, and the that is the solid form of water, solid state of water. It will change its state from solid to liquid, that is water. Yes, by the melting process. See, if you are passing a heat to ice cubes, see here in this image, you can clearly understand. If you are passing a heat to an ice cube, that ice cube will convert into liquid water. Yes, that is the melting process. That ice cubes are absorbing a heat, and by the absorption of heat, it will change its state. Melting of a pure solid takes place at a particular temperature, which is called as melting point of that substance. And the melting point of ice is a 0 degree Celsius. If we are passing a heat to an ice cube at a 0 degree Celsius, it will start to melt from ice cube to a water which is in liquid form. Yes. Next step, that is freezing. Freezing. It is the process. It is the reverse of melting process. It is the reverse of melting process. The process in which liquid changes into solid is called as freezing process. Means the water, it will change into ice. That process, that conversion process, it will called as freezing process. Yes, see here. See, from water to ice. It is the reverse process of melting. Freezing also takes place at a particular temperature called as freezing point. Means at that point, at a particular point, freezing starts. That point, that temperature is called as freezing point. See, water starts to freeze at 0 degree Celsius. The freezing point of water is 0 degree Celsius, which is the same as melting point of ice. Melting point of ice is 0 degree Celsius, and the freezing point of water is also 0 degree Celsius. If you are reducing the heat, if you are we are cooling that substance, if you are cooling that water continuously, then at 0 degree Celsius, that water, it will change its state from water to ice, that from liquid to solid at 0 degree Celsius. So it is the second step. Now the third step, to change the state from liquid to vapor, liquid to gas, that is a vaporization process. The process in which liquid changes into gas called as vaporization process. Means from water to water vapor, change in state of water, that is water to water vapor, is done by this vaporization process. This occurs in two ways, by evaporation process or by boiling process. By evaporation process or by boiling process. What is meant by evaporation? It is the type of vaporization that occurs at a slow rate from the surface of the liquid at all the temperature. Means does not require a maximum amount of temperature, but it will happen, means the change of state from liquid to gas, it will take place very slowly from the surface of the liquid. From the surface of the liquid, the vaporization takes place at all the temperature, means at lower temperature also and at the higher temperature also evaporation is taking place, but at very slow rate, means it will take more time to evaporate. See this, it will take more time to evaporate. You can see here, see, evaporation is taking place. On the other hand, boiling is the type of vaporization that occurs at specific temperature. If we are increasing the temperature of any liquid, then at a particular time the particular liquid starts boiling, and when it starts boiling, then evaporation takes place at very faster rate. Very fast it will take place. Very fast it is taking place. See that third image. See here. You can see here. Yes. Boiling of liquid takes place at a particular temperature is called as boiling point. Boiling point means what? A temperature at which liquid just starts to boil. That is called as boiling point of that liquid. Yes. And the boiling point of water at 100 degrees Celsius, water starts to boil. When we are passing a heat to a water at 100 degrees Celsius, water starts to boil, and when that water is start to boil, then evaporation is taking place at very fast rate. At very fast rate means change of state from liquid to water, from liquid to vapor or from liquid to gas. It is take place very fastly by the boiling process. See here, you can see here both the image. The above two image is the evaporation image. Evaporation pictures are there. They are taking place at very slow rate. Means it takes place at it will take more time. It will take more time to take. And by this boiling process, vaporization or the change in state from liquid to gas, it will take place at very faster rate. The boiling point of water, we know that is 100 degrees Celsius. Yes. Now the fourth step, that is the fourth process of change in state of water, that is condensation process. It is the reverse process of evaporation or vaporization. It is the reverse process of vaporization. The process in which gas will change into liquid. That is called as condensation process. Condensation process means from gas it will change into liquid. Means from water vapor, which is the gaseous state of water, it will change into water, which is the liquid state of water. See that water bubbles are there. See this image. It is the reverse of evaporation. When water vapors changes to liquid water or condenses when it comes contact with the cold surface. When the water vapors are present in the atmosphere. When it will comes in contact in the cold surface. It will comes in contact with the cold surface. It will get condenses. It will get change its states from water vapor to the liquid. It will change its states from water vapor to liquid. See, outside the glass, some water bubbles are there. See, you can see here some water bubbles are there outside the glass. When the glass is very cold, sorry, it is very cold. Outside the glass, some water bubbles you can see. That water bubbles are nothing but that water vapors which get condenses. Yes. The fifth step or the fifth process of change in state, that is sublimation. Sublimation means whenever the water is changing its state from solid to gas, it has to change its state from solid to liquid and liquid then to gas state. But in the sublimation process, it is taking place. This process is taking place. This process in which solid it will directly change into gas without passing through the liquid state. Without passing to the liquid state. That is the sublimation process. The process in which solid directly change into gas state without passing through the liquid state is called as sublimation process. Okay, example of this. See, this is the dry ice. Dry ice means solid form of carbon dioxide. Dry ice is the solid form of carbon dioxide. It is in the solid state. You can see here. It is the solid form of carbon dioxide. That solid, it will directly convert into gas, gaseous form of carbon dioxide without change into liquid. Okay, if you are putting an ice cube, ice it will change into liquid, that is water, and that water it will change into water vapor. But in the dry ice, it will directly convert it that solid to gas, solid to gas. That is nothing but an example of sublimation. Okay, another example, that is naphthalene. Common substance such as naphthalene balls, white balls are there. Okay, then solid air fresheners undergoes sublimation process. See here, these are some naphthalene balls. See here, naphthalene balls, some solid air fresheners. These are some examples which are directly convert from solid to gas state. Another one example, camphor. In Hindi we said kapoor or kapoor. Yes, that is also it will form directly the sublimation process. Okay, so this is the example of sublimation. Yes, the reverse of sublimation is deposition. The reverse of sublimation is deposition, means from gases it will directly convert into solid without converting to liquid or after that solid. It will directly convert into solid, in which the deposition is the process in which gases converts directly into the solid without converting into the liquids. Example, soot collection. Soot collection. See, a familiar example of deposition is seen in oil lamps where a soot is formed. Here you can see. Here, a soot formation when we are lighting an oil lamp. Soot is forming after some time. Soot is formed on the one side of a lamp from a hot vapor by a deposition process. Yes, from a hot vapors, the soot is forming, and that soot is in the solid form. That is an example of deposition. You can see here. See, the drawing is done by soot. Yes, by the formation of soot. That is an example of deposition. Yes. All these processes are physical changes, and it can be reversed again and again. Or whatever the processes we are seeing, melting, freezing, condensation, evaporation, whatever the process we are seeing, that are physical kind of changes. Means it will change their state from one state to another, from solid to liquid, liquid to gas, gas to liquid, liquid to solid, or solid to gas, gas to solid. Like that, physical changes are there. Okay, and they can be reversed by passing a heat or removing the heat, by passing the heat or cooling the substance. We can reverse that processes. Okay, see here. You can see these images. Yes, gas is changes to liquid by the condensation process, liquid is changes to gas by evaporation process, then liquid is changes to solid by the freezing process, solid is changes to liquid by the melting process, again solid to gas by sublimation, gas to solid by deposition. All these are the reversible processes and the physical changes are there. Okay, so these are the ways that we can interchange the form of the water, or we can change the state of the water by these processes. Rest of the things we'll discuss in the next session. Thank you so much.